yeah.
Yes, okay, thank you.
All right. Senator Williams.
Good, you give me a hard time, you lot. Who's the expert on the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator, given they're not here? Dr. Kennedy, you are?
We'll do our best. Pip and I will do our best.
Couple of questions.
Yeah.
My wife and I run a small farm, 400 acres. Imagine if we put a feedlot on it, fattening crossbred land.
Yeah.
The semi-trailer pulls in, single trailer, 4 decks, and I put 400 lambs on it. And that truck goes out overweight because the lambs are a bit heavier than what I guess they are. Mm-hmm. Do I have any responsibility under the laws that truck has left our farm overweight?
That's a good question.
Under this chain of responsibility stuff that's going on.
Senator,
anyone know?
Well, Senator, I suppose we don't know. We're not able to provide specific advice on the application of legislation to a particular instance. The chain of responsibility laws are designed to capture those who have an influence over the safety of the vehicle, the heavy vehicle being used.
Those who have an influence over the safety of the heavy vehicle being used.
To the extent that they control a particular aspect or are able to control a particular aspect, they are being asked to set in place systems to ensure that that aspect is delivered or consumed in the safest possible way.
Let me give you another example. Yeah. I met with the Forbes Shire Council. I've got correspondence from the Dubbo Shire Council. Forbes Shire Council owns the sale yards out of Forbes. They don't have anything to do with the stock. They simply own the facility and maintain the facility. The trucks come in, unload the stock, the trucks load up, take the stock off to abattoirs, properties, wherever they're going. Forbes Shire Council is now being held responsible because some of the trucks being caught overloaded. That to me seems to be farcical. So they don't operate the sale yards, only own them and maintain them. Yep. The stock and station agents bring the sheep in, they do their work. Why? I mean, this whole National Heavy Vehicle Regulator was to simplify things. When I've got councils being threatened with letters, you've got to put in way bridges, etc., which is crazy to me, and include in Dubbo as well, where the people who own the facility and have nothing to do with it are now being held responsible for the trucks going out overloaded.
The best thing for us to do here, Senator, is we'll bring in the CEO of the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator and brief you directly on this set of issues.
Please
if you give us your set of, well, just send me your set of questions. I'll have him come in and we'll come and see you and we'll go through.
Well, that's basically the questions because, I mean, the Australian Livestock Market Association says, under the National Heavy Vehicle Law and on face value, sale yard owners could be considered to be a loading manager. This is the people owning, this council own the yards, as they own a facility where heavy vehicle movements occur. What is less understood, though, is that whilst sale yard owners typically maintain infrastructure, they do not necessarily have any control over nor any involvement in the actual sale of livestock itself, nor their arrival or dispatch post-sale by livestock or transporters. Sale yard owners merely provide a facility where livestock agents conduct the business of selling livestock on behalf of the vendors.
Look, Senator, I think the best thing we can do for you is have the regulator sit in front of you and tell you exactly how we would apply the law in that case. I think that's the best way.
Then I can go back to Forbes Shire Council and Dubbo Shire Council and warn all the other councils. So you better get out of providing facilities for us to sell livestock and shut our livestock industry down because you're responsible for truck overloads. I mean, Senator Sterle, you're a truckie, Senator Gallagher. This is outrageous.
We'll try and get him down this week for you, Senator, and do it this week.
Who's the chair of the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator?
Duncan Gay.
Duncan Gay has just been appointed as the new chair, so I think he takes over.
And I make this point as well, if I could interrupt. I've been 10 years on volume loading. Queensland's had volume loading for livestock. You fill a truck up, away you go, not breaking any laws. We're supposed to be going nationwide. I think Victoria's got it now. New South Wales hadn't got it fully implemented. So when you load a 4-deck sheep single trailer up, you should not be getting charged for anything in the way of overloading because if you had volume loading. Yeah. But 10 years has gone on and this hasn't eventuated. Yes. To simplify the laws around Australia, Senator Sterle knows well, driving hours still different, axle weight still different throughout the states. I mean, it's going along at snail's pace, and I find this very frustrating.
Don't start me on the permit system.
The permit system, the people who own the sale yards provide a facility for our huge industries to participate in, export, domestic, etc., they're being pinged under these regulations. To me, that's just crazy. So I look forward to meeting with the regulator, the boss, and let's see if we can sort this mess out.
And we have, the government's recently commissioned, and in fact, it should be in a position to release shortly a review of oversize over mass issues.
A review of what?
Oversize over mass permitting issues. It's been
It's
raised.
an absolute national
It was been raised in this committee in the past.
Well, Dr. Kennedy, that might be great, but doesn't help Forbeshire Council. At the moment, we're getting pinged and getting letters to put in these, $1 million weigh-bridges, etc.
I take your point, Senator. I just raised it.
Well, I think everything should be put on ice at a state and federal level till we sort this mess out and back off the people who provide the great facilities they do, where our livestock exchange can be carried out.
Well,
Thanks, Chair.
Thank you for that.
I can't follow that
We're not going to try and start something
No.
in 1.5 minutes.